Hello everyone and welcome to Try It Out Tuesday. Today what I am going to do is I'm going to go over the Martha Stewart scoreboard. I suggest everyone get this scoreboard. I absolutely love my Martha Stewart scoreboard. This is like a must have in your craft room. The one thing that I love about this scoreboard is that you can easily store the envelope dimensional card in the back of your scoreboard and carry it with you. So that just slides right in there. The Martha Stewart scoreboard, you can make envelopes, cards, and boxes. And it comes with instructions on how to make both. What I'm going to go over with you today is how to make envelopes. What you will need, I'm going to make an A2 envelope. And it tells me, in order to make an A2 envelope, that I need an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. So it tells me to start with an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score my line. You're going to position your paper along the lines. And what you're going to do, it tells me to score my paper at 3 inches. So I'm going to score my paper at 3 inches. So I go down and I score it at 3 inches. And then after I score it at 3 inches, I then flip my paper over and I find the 3 inches right here. And then I go down and I score my paper again at 3 inches. And I go all the way down. And then these two are considered to be my A lines, because it tells you your A lines. So your A lines will be diagonal from each other. And then what I'm going to do is turn around. So these two right here, top to bottom, now will be both my B lines. So what you're going to do is now turn your paper around. And it tells me to now score my first B line on 3 3/4. So you go up to 3 1/4. And you score your line again. And then what you're going to do, remember my other B line is over here. So I'm now going to flip it over. And then I score again at 3 3/4. And once you score and make those lines, I hope you can see this. You are going to have triangles in your corners. Like there's a triangle. You're going to wind up with 4 triangles. Here's a triangle, and then another triangle. What you are going to do with those triangles, you are going to cut your triangles out. Now to practice, I suggest you use the same thing I'm using. Ugly and cheap paper. I always practice anything on the ugliest and cheapest paper that I have. Do not go using your good paper to practice something. Whether you're starting out making a card, an explosion box, any craft item, use it on the paper that you know you are not going to use. Don't use your good paper, ladies. So now what you're going to have, when I turn this around, you probably can see it better from the back. This is what you're going to wind up with. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take your card and you're going to fold your side over here. Over here. You're going to fold this one up. That's your other score line. And normally I would have adhesive on here. So you just fold this over. And then you would just fold this over. Now, ladies, what you all can do, you have Martha Stewart corner punches. If you punch this with one of your corner punches, it would be so pretty. So that is the A2 envelope. And it also gives you the measurements to make the A2 card. The next envelope that the next envelope that I'm going to go over would be your A 9 envelope. It tells me to start with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So what I'm going to do is start with this 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It tells me to score my A line at 3 7/8. And remember, the Martha Stewart scoreboard is measured in eighths. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/8, which is actually the quarter. So I'm going to go all the way down and score that line. And then remember, I'm going to use my opposite side of my A, which will be over here. So I'm just flipping my paper. And I'm going again at 3 7/8, which is again 3 3/4. I mean, yes, 3 3/4. Okay. So remember, this and this line over here is my A lines. Now I'm going to flip it and do my B line. Now for my B line, it is telling me to do 5 1/2. So I'm going up to 5, and this is my half right here. And this is where I'm making my triangle. So 5 1/2, and I'm going all the way down. And I'm making my other triangle. And then I'm going to come over here and bring my paper, my other B line, and I'm going to bring it over this way. And then I'm going to make my other 2 triangles. So I'm going to 5 1/2, and then I am going to go all the way down and form my triangles. So I have 4 triangles again, and I'm going to cut my triangles out, which I am cutting right now. Just 1. I'm going over here, find my other triangle with my score line. I had the Crafter's Companion, and I could not do my envelopes with the Crafter's Companion. But as soon as I bought this Martha Stewart scoreboard, I was able to do it immediately. Okay, and then this is my last triangle. So I'm going to put this back on my black cardstock so you can see it a little better. So right here, you're going to wind up with your 4, your top, your bottom, and then your sides. So you're going to fold in your sides, and then you're going to fold in your other side here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold up your bottom B, and then you're just going to tuck it in. Now normally you would have adhesive on here so it would stick. You're going to fold it over right here, and then you're going to fold this down. Voila! You've made another envelope. So I highly suggest the Martha Stewart scoreboard. Now what you can do with this paper right here, this is ugly paper, you can reuse it again to make something. Or try any of your tools out. So I suggest using this Martha Stewart scoreboard. I really do like this board. Thank you for watching my Try It Out Tuesday video, and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.